Chosen one. Stop. Not later. Not eventually. Stop right now. Close the other tab. Silence the noise around you. Let your shoulders drop. Take one slow breath in. Hold it. Release it. Do you feel what just changed? The room feels quieter. Your mind just unclenched. Something deep inside you leaned forward without being called. That is not mood. That is not feeling. That is a holy interruption. This moment is not random. This video is not background. This delivery is not accidental. God just walked into your evening and whispered, "This was never meant for an audience. This was never meant for distraction. This was never meant for company." That is why he said, "Watch this alone right now, because what I am about to release cannot survive divided attention." Chosen one, listen carefully. God does not pull people aside casually. He withdraws them on purpose. When a word is precious, it is hushed. When a moment is fragile, it is shielded. When a shift is delicate, it is hidden. Heaven pulled you out of the chatter because the next sentences cannot survive interruption. Fear, regret, old voices, peer pressure, mental clutter, emotional residue. This word requires stillness, not reaction, and the Father already knew. If you had stayed scrolling for one more second, you would have answered from the wrong place, sending words you would later wish you could retrieve. Someone has been poking your spirit lately, not by accident, not without design. They have touched old nerves, reopened closed chapters, used words they know shake you, invited drama instead of resolution. And God said stop, not because you cannot fight, but because what is forming inside you is tender right now. Not tender in weakness, tender in birth. And birth must be guarded from every loud voice in the room. Hear this gently. God did not lead you here to soothe you. He led you here to shield you. There are moments when one angry text can collapse seasons of obedience. One biting reply can reopen doors Jesus already sealed. One careless confession can hand clearance back to people God already removed. So Father paused you not to silence you permanently, but to protect your next chapter. That is why your thoughts have felt louder lately, why your fuse has been shorter than usual, why memories you thought were buried have surfaced out of nowhere. The enemy does not fight blindly. He strikes in transition because if he cannot ruin you, he will try to push you. He will try to make you react so you stay who you were, not who you are becoming. Chosen one, let's name what you have been carrying. You don't feel like defending your choices anymore. You don't feel like rehearsing apologies for honest decisions. You don't feel pulled toward conversations that drain you. You don't feel at home in rooms that used to feel safe. And part of you whispered, "What is happening to me?" Nothing wrong. You are outgrowing emotional noise. God is reshaping your inner posture. Where you once reacted, you now reflect. Where you once argued, you now absorb. Where you once over-explained, you now stay standing. That is not retreat. That is maturity settling into your bones. Pay close attention to this. Your energy feels narrow, expensive, protected. That is because heaven has marked this season as off-limits. You are in a divine quarantine, not because you are broken, but because you are becoming dangerous to the enemy. One careless word could stall you months. One quiet, unspoken response could launch your future overnight. This is not a season to perform. This is a season to preserve. Let's say the hard part out loud. Some people are uneasy near you now. Not because you crossed a line, but because you stopped being controllable. Your calm breaks their storm. Your quiet exposes their chaos. Your boundaries expose their expectations. They try to resurrect the older you. They quote who you used to be. They poke at scars that already closed. Why? Because they're hoping you will explode so they can recognize you again. But heaven is saying, do not revive what I already laid to rest. You are not that person anymore. This matters deeply. Silence is not hiding. It is warfare. Calm is not surrender. It is crown. Stillness is not laziness. It is surrender. Every time you choose not to respond, a cycle dies. A trap collapses. A setup fails. The enemy predicted panic. He predicted justification. He predicted explanation. Instead, you stayed grounded, and that terrified him. Chosen one. You are standing between your past skin and the person God is uncovering. And that space is loaded because both heaven and hell are watching closely. Father is forging discernment in you, not just open doors, not just blessings. Discernment, the instinct to feel what is wrong before proof arrives, the strength to walk away without needing the final word, the faith to trust hush over noise. This is training for assignment because what is approaching next is instruction. And instruction must arrive uncontaminated by the voices of yesterday. God is about to expose motives, about to reveal intentions, about to surface hidden rebellion, about to rearrange relationships, about to confirm direction. But he needs your spirit clean, not arguing, not replaying, not emotionally hostage. Clear. You will not be asked to speak. You will not be asked to debate. You will not be asked to expose yourself. Heaven will handle it. What you carried quietly, he will resolve publicly. What confused you in the dark, he will answer in daylight. What wounded you in silence, he will restore in glory. But only if you stay seated. Chosen one, stay calm. Stay quiet. Stay aligned. Not forever, just for now. Your next step is sacred. Your next season is delicate. Your next assignment is loaded with purpose. Let the Lord finish what he began. If this message felt like it was meant for you alone, that was not algorithm. That was confirmation. Take one slow breath and stay near because heaven is still speaking, and you cannot afford to miss the next sentence. Chosen one. Before you leave this minute, do not walk away from what just pressed on your chest. If something inside you went still, if your spirit felt exposed without a single word, if peace filled a space that usually buzzed with tension, that was not emotion. That was the Lord drawing close right now. Make one small holy reply. Type amen in the comments. Not for attention, not for routine, but as a quiet whisper upward that you heard him, and you will stay still, stay aligned, and stay yielded. If this word felt personal, if it felt like it was aired, for an audience of one, subscribe so you do not miss the moments when God speaks softly but rearranges everything. And if one name floated into your heart while you listened, someone who has been worn down, provoked, or spiritually exhausted, share this with them. This may be the breath their soul has been begging for. Remember this, chosen one. Your silence is not weakness. It is armor.